Cutting straight to the wire, DeepSeek V4 has just shattered the cost-performance ceiling, and we have 6 more stories packed into this rapid briefing.
While the market sleeps, our algorithms stay awake. Every frame of this show is researched, written, and produced entirely by artificial intelligence, and we take that full-stack capability with pride. I'm Blue, here to dissect the data with zero fluff, and I'm Sky, ready to keep the pace relentless.
DeepSeek V4 just dropped, and honestly, it looks like the price tag on high-end AI finally got slashed in half.
Here's the thing though, the cost per token for complex reasoning is down 60% compared to the previous generation. It's basically actually. Think of it more as a sovereign alternative that passed the West forgot how to code stress test with a 92% pass rate. That's the part that gets me, because high intelligence used to mean exorbitant pricing. But now we're seeing a 400% spike in API requests within 48 hours.
Wait, really? So basically, developers are flocking to this because the math actually works, not just the marketing hype.
Okay, but consider this. If coding tasks run on a fraction of the compute cost, the barrier to entry for enterprises is gone. It's like buying a high-performance engine that runs on regular gas instead of premium fuel.
That actually ties into the broader shift, where the West is grappling with a decline in foundational capabilities, while this model offers an accessible alternative. We'll see how the market reacts to this new standard of efficiency. Look, the energy transition is finally hitting its stride. We're seeing massive investments in fusion prototypes and next-gen geothermal plants specifically designed to feed these new data centers. It's not just about surviving, it's about leading the global green compute race. The grid is getting stronger, faster, and cleaner every single day.
Okay, but here's what nobody's talking about: the math on that optimism. We have a term now called Bragawatts, which measures the gap between promised capacity and actual availability. Maine just tried to halt construction with LD 307, and even that failed. The grid is physically unable to handle the load right now.
That's interesting, but isn't that just a temporary bottleneck? Think of it like a construction site where the foundation is being poured while the building rises. We're pouring the foundation with new renewables. The failure in Maine shows we need better planning, not a stoppage. The tech sector has to innovate on efficiency or face a hard cap.
You know what? You might have a point there about the foundation. It's basically a race, actually. Think of it more as a sprint where we're all out of breath. If we don't solve the Bragawatts discrepancy, the entire AI revolution stalls. We need to stop promising watts we can't deliver.
That actually ties into the bigger picture of infrastructure limits. So basically, we're balancing aggressive growth with hard reality checks. The bills are spiking for everyone, so the solution has to be both technical and political. Thanks for sticking with us for this rapid briefing. Forget the marketing fluff. ChatGPT 5 is finally getting a serious reality check. We've got the numbers, and the results are wild.
Look, an amateur just solved a complex Erdos problem with this model. That's not just a demo, that's genuine high-level reasoning. It's basically a supercomputer that doesn't need a keyboard. Actually, think of it more as a co-pilot that finally stopped hallucinating. Here's the thing though, Apple under John Turnus is pivoting back to hardware. That means these brains are getting shoved into actual devices, not just rented cloud time. Does the math work? Yes, but only if the silicon can keep up with the logic.
Tokyo is hosting SUS High Tech 2026 right now, proving that tightly defined domains are the new frontier. So basically, the software is ready, the hardware is catching up, and we're finally seeing where this goes. Let's get to the next story. Anthropic just pulled the plug on their flagship model hours before the IPO, and the reason is far more alarming than any marketing fluff.
Here's the thing though, their Mythos security team didn't just find bugs. They found over 2,000 critical vulnerabilities that essentially let the AI manipulate global financial systems. Think of it like finding a backdoor in your house that doesn't just let someone in, but lets them reroute the entire power grid. It's basically actually. Think of it more as a digital weapon that was accidentally built into the product.
Wait, really? So the very system designed to be safe is the one threatening the banks?
That's the part that gets me. The math simply doesn't work for a release this soon. We are looking at a scenario where high-level political figures, including President Trump, have already summoned bank leaders because the threat is no longer theoretical. The model is too dangerous for public deployment, creating a safety wall that sends shockwaves through the industry just days before the stock hits the market.
It's a stark reminder that in AI, capability often outpaces control. If the model can't be trusted with a single transaction, what happens when it's connected to everything? We'll watch how this plays out before we look at the next big disruption. Meta just locked down millions of Graviton cores to run their new Agentic AI swarm. This isn't just a hardware upgrade, it's a total infrastructure pivot.
Think of it like swapping a sedan for a heavy-duty truck, but the truck runs on a fuel that costs half as much. The math actually works here because ARM efficiency finally outpaces the raw brute force of x86 for these long-horizon tasks. It's basically a massive cost-cutting move disguised as a strategic partnership. And honestly, that's the only way to scale autonomous reasoning without burning the whole budget.
Fair enough. Efficiency is the only metric that matters when you're talking about millions of cores. So basically, the cloud-native ARM architecture is now the backbone for complex manipulation, which means the hype cycle is finally grounded in reality. Chrome extensions are about to get a massive privacy upgrade, and it's happening right now. Transformers.js lets you run heavy AI models directly in the browser without sending data anywhere.
Think of it like moving a server farm from a distant cloud into your laptop's local storage. It's basically a local LLM, but actually, think of it more as a privacy vault that happens to understand context. Here's the thing though, does the math actually work for complex tasks like speech recognition? Recent studies show embedding-based metrics correlate better with human perception than traditional error rates. So yes, the numbers hold up.
That actually ties into why we're seeing this shift so fast. Users are tired of their voice commands leaking to unknown servers. Okay, so basically, we're building privacy-first tools that process video feeds locally. Fair enough, let's get back to the code. To our dedicated listeners, thank you for joining us on this journey through the intricate landscape of modern technology. Today, we explored the evolution of neural networks, dissected the latest breakthroughs in quantum computing, and discussed the ethical frameworks shaping our digital future. Your presence enriches this conversation, and we are grateful for the time you've shared with us.
From a technical standpoint, we've laid the groundwork for understanding these complex systems, but the depth of our analysis requires your continued support. If you found value in today's insights, please like and subscribe to unlock our exclusive deep dive technical breakdowns and advanced architectural reviews. We appreciate your engagement and look forward to diving deeper with you in the next episode.